Hey, what is going on, you rubbish rolts? Today we're playing some Rillabox. This deck recently caught my eye again because a player, Colonel Zeta, recently had some solid finishes in a couple tournaments over the last couple weeks, and I was like, hey, that looks pretty cool. I haven't played with that deck in a while, so I took a look at their list, played around with it a little bit so far, and I've been enjoying it. So I want to share it with you guys. So yeah, full credit to the list to Colonel Zeta. So shout out to them for that. So it is Rillabox. Got the Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor with the backup attacker of the Dubwool. It's pretty much your only two attackers. There is the Shaymin Prism in this build. Really great for the free retreat as well as the Flower Storm attack. And they got one Dedenne, one Crobat, one Eldegoss for that Pokemon ability support. And then Crushing Hammers, which does kind of combo well with the Tropical Hour GX attack. But of course, Crushing Hammer is just kind of really good right now in general. Hitting a couple heads can be a big game changer in the current mix of popular decks. So there's a couple of those in there. Some one Ordinary Rod, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Tag Call. So a lot of outs to getting off that turn 1 attack. When you combo with like Guzma Hala plus the Capture Energy, you play a Tag Call, get Guzma Hala, use that, get Capture Energy, maybe a Air Balloon to move your active, and a Alolan Exeggutor alongside the Guzma Hala and the Tag Call. Capture Energy gets the Grookey, and then boom, you get that Rillaboom. We're choosing to go second most games in this deck, so we just do that turn 1. 1 Chaotic Swell, because you may as well have a Stadium to get off the Guzma Hala's full effect as well. Some Bird Keepers, some Boss, Caitlin and Cynthia, 3 Boss, 2 Bird Keeper, 2 Guzma Hala, 2 Mallow Lana. We have this many Tag Calls. Oh, the one change I did make is I did add a Caitlin and Cynthia over the third switch that was in here, because I was like, if you have 4 Tag Call, and I think in my first game I was like, I have Tag Call, and I don't want Mallow Lana or Guzma Hala, but I would love a Caitlin and Cynthia. When you play 4 Tag Call, I feel like you got to play at least 1 Caitlin and Cynthia. So that is the only change I made to their list. 4 Marnie, the 1 Air Balloon like I mentioned, 1 Big Charm in here as well, and then 2 Capture, 1 Weakness Guard to help in those fire matchups, and then 9 Grass Energy. Of course, you need a decent amount of those to combo with that Voltage Beat from the Rillaboom, and that is the list. Only last thing to say is check out the Twitch stream. I stream almost daily, every day except Thursdays, over on twitch.tv/AzulGG. First link in the description. Click the link, give it a follow, catch the streams, and let's get into some games. All right, getting into our first one. Unfortunately, we are going first. Our opponent chose to go second. A lot of decks like going second right now, so no surprise there. We did open the Alolan Exeggutor, which is at the very least a decent start. I'm gonna go ahead and attach and just go ahead and pass. But yeah, we would love to have gone second. Ended up with going first. That's fine. Dedenne start from our opponent, so bad for them, good for us. No idea what they're playing. I guess we're gonna find out. They're probably playing a Pikarom deck or a Welder deck. Gonna maybe, whoa, Island Challenge Amulet, Gengar, Mimikyu. Oh no, we do have 5 trainer cards in our hand. If we top deck a trainer card, we will lose the game if they get another Psychic Energy. Here comes the research. I think they're playing Whimsicott. I actually think I played against this player the other day, and they're playing a Gengar and Mimikyu in in Whimsicott. Here comes the house. Oh no, are we already done for? There's the switch top deck. If they get the second Psychic Energy, we do just lose. Of course, they don't know that we have 6 trainer cards in our hand. Yeah, they don't know that we have 6 trainer cards in our hand, but I mean, there's no reason not to go for the Poltergeist here if they get the energy. So the question is just, do they get the energy? Here comes a big research. They're just counting a lot of resources here. They definitely don't want to Marnie me here, especially when you have the chance to win the game. The question is, do they get the Psychic Energy or not? If they don't, we have a chance that they got the Psychic Energy. So we will lose here, unfortunately, as soon as they go ahead with the Poltergeist. That's unfortunate. Our hand wasn't even bad. This is not something you generally play around at all, ever. Yeah, Gengar Mimikyu is not a super popular card. And unfortunately, yeah, that's going to do it. We lose this first one to our opponents. Gengar Mimikyu, Whimsicott deck. Yep. All right, we're into another one. Hopefully no more Gengar and Mimikyu shenanigans. We lost the coin flip. We'll see what our opponent wants to do. Do they want us to go first? Do they want to go first? We'll find out. Yeah, hopefully no more shenanigans, like no more Gengar Mimikyu shenanigans. That'd be great if we if it doesn't happen again. They are going first, which is ideal for us, and we've got a pretty good hand here. Capture Energy out to Grookey. Then we might even just Bird Keeper into it with the Air Balloon, retreat back, and then go ahead and use that super growth. Whoa, a super interesting deck from our opponent here. It's the Ganondorf and AzulGG. The big question is just, what else are they playing it with? That's what I'm most curious to find out here. Here comes a Pokegear for a Bird Keeper. Yeah, what else is going on? I mean, how do you even get this thing set up? B-String is gone. Maybe this tag call will give us some more information, but I have a feeling it's going to go get another Guzzlord and a Ganondorf. Oh, Mallow Lana, Caitlin Cynthia. Yeah, I'm super curious to see how this, I mean, what the heck's going on. Capture. Go ahead and grab that Grookey, like I said. We only have one Rillaboom deck. We have a Thwackey. I'm not drawing 3 cards here. I don't mind drawing the Rillaboom. I just don't want to draw double Thwackey, but it's super unlikely to happen, so I'm not too worried about it. Here comes a Crushing Hammer from us. Everyone's least favorite card, including most people's least favorite card, including one of my. I don't hate Crushing Hammer, but I'm not a huge fan of it. But it works really well in this deck. It works really well in this deck. It works real well in a lot of decks that kind of are just like, you know, it feels like they just can't consistently keep up with the power level of some of the top decks. Being able to bring your opponent's, you know, speed level down a little bit by taking a couple energy out of play really does the job, to be honest. And especially when you play a deck that has that extra energy disruption in, you know, whatever it might be, trainers or attack or whatever. We got that Tropical Hour GX. Oh, it's, of course, End Resolve. How could I forget? That would have to be the card they play. It does make sense though. It does make sense. All right, Voltage Beat. Grab 2, throw them there. Tag Call. Hopefully Caitlin Cynthia's in here. Yeah, Caitlin Cynthia. Grab a Alolan Exeggutor. Caitlin Cynthia. Get rid of this Guzma Hala. Guzma Hala, not that great past turn 1. It's not bad, but definitely better stuff is out there. I do want a GX attack soon. Maybe not next turn, though. Yeah, we could GX attack with the next one, to be honest. We don't have to GX attack with this one. I probably should have tag called there for Guzma and Hala, or Mallow and Lana. Not Guzma and Hala. Mallow and Lana. That is a Guzma and Hala. We probably should have tag called for Mallow and Lana, because they actually only hit for 180, which it's just not that much damage. They only hit for 180, so if we just go Mallow and Lana plus hit with the Calming Hurricane, that basically heals all the damage they do with their attack. Would heal 150 of us, so we'd have 30 on us. It hits for 180 again, and then we'd still have 60 HP remaining, which means we could even do that same play again, and they wouldn't even be able to KO us. So, Mallow and Lana would have been a good grab. I think that's probably what I should have gotten instead of this Alolan Exeggutor, especially when I had a quick ball in my hand to like maybe grab that then. So I could GX attack this turn. But I feel like I want to wait. I feel like I want to GX attack with this one, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to wait a turn, GX attack with the other one. There's that Mallow Lana top deck now, though. So now I kind of want a Mallow Lana. You would a quick ball and a bird. A quick ball and a Big Charm, probably. Voltage Beat. I'm going to hold this energy so that way I can attach for turn somewhere. Keep the Bird Keeper around. I think I can give it up here. Go into this one, kind of just heal everything they did that turn away. Hold this because I don't know where I want to go. I'm gonna throw this here. I don't want to be like too stingy. Like, I don't want to hold back too many cards and then get like reset stamped or Marnie or something and be like, well, I wish I had played a couple of these things. So be a little bit more aggressive here, I guess. And then we got that GX attack lined up on the next turn, and then all we have to do is KO this Guzzlord and Ganondorf to win the game. So I think we'll Bird Keeper into this one. And with the Voltage Beat, we have 2 grass left in the deck. So as long as we don't top deck grass energy, which is something I guess I could have played around by attaching here, to be honest. They could have attached here. There's another End Resolve. They played 3 End Resolves so far this game. That's or 2. Did they play 2? They maybe didn't play 1 actually last turn. They Bird Keeper last turn, of course. Yeah. Okay. Bird Keeper. Oh, I should have. Ooh, there's a mistake. There's a mistake. Okay, but we can. Saved here. I should have. You guys know what I should have done. I should have. I should have used Voltage Beat first. It's all right. I got saved because I had a quick ball in my hand. I mean, I don't know if I would say it's all right. I got saved though. I did get saved. And then Tropical Hour for that full effect, putting all of their energy from being in play to back in their deck, which is great because that means they don't have an attacker set up. And even if they do get an attacker set up somehow, through another End Resolve, whatever, if we just KO this, we do just win the game. So if that's their attacker, game's over. But yeah, you guys see what I should have done there, right? I should have Voltage Voltage Beated first. So that way I couldn't draw into the grass because I only had 2 left. Do that, get the grass out of the deck. Okay, great. And then play the Bird Keeper. Can't draw into them. Perfect, right? Instead, I messed it up. Played the Bird Keeper first. Drew into a grass energy. So punished. You'd love to see it though. It's good to see the punishment happen. Learn from it. Grow from it. Become a better player. If you can. Try to. Big difference. There's the well played. So I think we got our opponent here in this one. Yeah, no surprise. Pretty good matchup for us, I'd have to say. Not that I'm experienced in the Rillabox versus Custom and Ganondorf matchup, but after my one-time play, I would say good matchup. All right, into another one. This time we won the coin flip. No, don't want to go first. We want to go second. Pretty cool start so far. Open the Shaymin Prism. Great to have an infinite pivot in play, especially to work with like Mallow Lana. Switch out of like Paralysis from Raichu. Stuff like that. We got the Thwackey in hand. We can Marnie it to the bottom. Get the Grookey. If we draw into like double Rillaboom once again, stuff doesn't really matter. Want to avoid getting reset stamped here, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this out there. Crobat start from our opponent. Obviously, not an optimal starter. So good for us, bad for our opponent. Let's see what else they got to go with it. If anything, there's a quick ball. They're not dead drawing, that's for sure, as they discard a Marnie off the quick ball, actually. Turnitus. Okay, so this matchup, we do have 1 Big Charm to protect a Rowlet Exeggutor from getting 1-hit KO. We do have Crushing Hammers as well. It's hard to get into the Tropical Hour GX attack, so Crushing Hammers are a big deal in this matchup, I feel like, for sure. If we can get there ever, it's great. It's just really hard to get to the GX attack. Really, really hard to get there. If we are able to pull it off, it's great, but not easy to do. Gonna go ahead and Marnie. We don't even have a Grookey yet. Capture Energy, Quick Ball, Grookey itself, all outs here. Capture Energy is a great. We got that Big Charm actually, so now we might not get 1-hit KO next turn. Go ahead and throw out a Crushing Hammer. Not quite what we were looking for. We're looking for that heads. A couple Crushing Hammers left. I don't want to like DAA change or anything yet, especially if they're just gonna Marnie us or something. So I almost don't want to put the Big Charm down and just kind of say they're not gonna get the 1-hit KO here, and try and use this Big Charm on something else. Will I be able to even get this on something else? That's kind of the question as well. Maybe I should just kind of make sure I slow them down. Maybe I should just make sure I slow them down. All right, Super Growth. That's probably worth it. Just make sure we slow them down. Rillaboom's there. One of the doubles are there. So we just want to go Rowlet Exeggutor into Shaymin or Dubwool into like second Dubwool or the second Rowlet Exeggutor, something like that. Any kind of combo like that is just fine. I would love a better target for this Capture Energy. It might become the Quick Ball target. We'll see what our top pick is, of course. They can goon us out. Here come the goons. It's probably correct to put the Big Charm here. Just try and be a little bit safer. Try and get off that first attack and so far. And everything like that. They need a decent amount here. We just want to try and hit Crushing Hammers is basically our biggest thing to try and do here. Or hopefully they don't hit us, which means then we can use that Calming Hurricane heal. Even this 10 damage off could be a big difference from them getting the knockout or not. Looks like they got the VMAX though. Question is just going to be how much more did they get alongside the VMAX? Did they fill their bench and get 2 more goons? Are we pretty much cooked? Here comes the research. They've used their Crobat for the turn. They got the energy, so they would need 1, 2, 3 basics. There's a power plant. I guess that's something I could have tried to play around. Not gonna lie, I could have tried to play around that by using DAA changes. We do have a Crobat in the deck, so it's not that big of a deal, but we could have tried to play around that, to be honest. Here comes a Quick Ball. That's a goon. But I don't think, I mean, basic, it would have to be, I mean, if they've got a basic and a goon, we do just get knocked out. Here comes a Crushing Hammer from our opponent. Thankfully, Tails. Dread End to 10. See what our top deck is. Okay, so we do just need to hit with that Calming Hurricane here, I think. I don't think we have the Calming Hurricane into Dubwool or something like that. So I could attach the Capture Energy here. Hit the Dubwool. Or Quick Ball this away. No, we just need, I think we may as well utilize this. Okay. Dubwool. Quick Ball. Get our Crobats. We do have that 1 swell, so we can get the power plant out of play. And then Voltage Beats to our Rowlet Exeggutor. Crobat here for 6. What do we get? Big card, Crushing Hammer. Hey, that's pretty good. Get rid of the darkness energy every time, I think, here. So the reason this is big is because this now forces our opponent to attach to their active again. And then if we get the knockout on it next turn, which we should get the knockout on it next turn, the double, as long as the Rillaboom sticks around. Even if Rillaboom gets KO'd, I guess. I guess the only combination they could hit, they do play Crushing Hammer. They could go Crushing Hammer away a grass off our active, knock out Rillaboom with Boss. That would be devastating. that would be devastating, actually. But as long as they don't get that combination of cards, we're in a pretty good spot. There's a research, so that's no Boss. That means Rillaboom is sticking around, which is a big deal. Well, I guess only a big deal if they hit that combo, which is kind of ridiculous to hit. But now they have to attach active, which means once we KO this next turn with Dubwool, they actually won't have another turn to VMAX set up. So we'll just be able to keep swinging for another turn. And if we find another Crushing Hammer, which we do have one prized, actually, we pull that one out and get another heads, we'll set them back even another turn and start to pull away with the game big time from there. So big time heads on that Crushing Hammer. That's a big deal for sure. And then we'll have to see where it goes from here. We're not in, like, we don't win or anything based on it, but it sets us up in a good spot. We basically needed that Crushing Hammer heads to actually put ourselves in a winning or a reasonable spot to potentially win the game, I think, in general. All right, Shaymin's up. Top deck is Tag Call. Grab Guzma Hala, I think, because I want to get that Swell in play. Also gets me the Weakness Guard energy, which would be nice. And then probably just this, so I can discard it with the Quick Ball, but keep one of the Quick Balls around. This Quick Ball and that. Swell, Air Balloon, Weakness Guard. Put the Weakness Guard on the Dubwool. Doesn't play if they stamp us or Marnie us or something like next turn. Want to be able to bump it. I will bench. Maybe I don't want to bench because that would allow him to go attach. Yeah, I don't think I want to bench that yet, actually. Hold the rest of the hand. Revenge Blast for the knockout. And ideally, we want to get our other Dubwool out of the prize cards, actually, because I don't really want a 3-prize Pokemon in play. What it allows our opponent to do if we do put a 3-prize Pokemon in play is they can just kind of wait. And then there's the double. That's perfect. So they could just wait and be like, all right, you put a 3-prize Pokemon into play. I am now going to attach pass and then attach boss knockout. But now with this double, there's no 3-prize Pokemon in play. So we can actually go boss, punch this Eternatus, pressure the energy they just put in play, and then set up another double through the Rillaboom, have 2 attackers set up, and then just be like, all right, if you attack with us again, you just lose the game. So you can't attack with that again. What are you going to do? The one thing that could get in the way of this plan is, like we've been getting in the way of our opponent, Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer is like the one thing that would be super annoying to see be played here from our opponent. We'll see if they got it, but yeah, we'll see if they got it. But I'm feeling pretty good. Even if should they get like 1 Crushing Hammer heads, I think we could still pull it out. There's the pass. Bench the Dubwool. Now I think I can be a little bit more aggressive with thinning out the deck. Voltage beats. 1 grass left in the deck is a big deal. I'm going to fully set up this Dubwool, though. Play that boss. Like I said, pressure that energy. Throw this here. Leave everything else in the hand, I think. Might want the Alolan Exeggutor, probably not. But more so, I just want to keep the Quick Ball around in case if they stamp me or Marnie me, the Quick Ball still in the deck. Another out to DAA change, basically. They didn't bump my Stadium last turn as well, so we know Power Plant. I guess if they play Dangerous Drill, they could get Power Plant into play in 1 turn. But with everything they got going on, I doubt they have that option. They hit me with the Well Played. I think that means we got them. Goodbye, sheep, but hello, sheep. And that's going to do it. We're going to get the dub here over the Eternatus VMAX. This is exactly how the matchup wants to be played out for us. Get a Crushing Hammer head, set them back in energy, just keep swinging. Get the dub. Here we go. Revenge Blast, clean it up. That's it. And that's going to do it for these games with the Rowlet Alolan Exeggutor deck. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Like I said, that caught my eye recently. Thought I would share it with you guys again. This list is super cool. I think works out pretty well in the current meta. So if you guys have been wanting to play some Rillabox, I think it's the list to go with, to be honest. I actually like it. I enjoy this deck. I've always enjoyed this deck. This list, though, feels pretty good right now. So give it a try. Give the video a like, share, subscribe. See you guys tomorrow.